What's goody to any and everybody who may be listening? I am going to be talking about mother at the solar plexus level again, okay, because we have more. This is when mother was in her element. She was in her element, and there is something about weather that I keep picking up, like clouds and gloom. Um, and something about the Umbrella Girls as well. I'm hearing something about the Umbrella Girls as well as it pertains to this lifetime where mother was in the solar plexus. She was a black lady, but I'm still imagining Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep in A Devil Wears Prada mixed with Raiden. Because of the lightning that was around her body. She had lightning around her body that you could, from head to toe, that you could see in the air. She was in the solar plexus, so this was most like home. So this was like her pure energy. This was her, a version. This was a minute version because again we are down inside of a simulation. This was a minute version of her pure soul energy that was wrapped around her body, spinning and flowing and things of this nature, like lightning. Okay. Again, there's something about the weather, and that's why I said element. She was in her element in this lifetime, except for there was that contamination from this now in Orisha. But then it was a different story. We were further up. We were further up in the body, so it was a different story. Okay. But nonetheless, without this contamination, she would have been in her element. Without the contamination from the prior lifetimes, from the coven and from the Gale, when she was the Gale, and she worked closely with this individual, this spirit, this energy who is incarnated as a human, and at the same time in Orisha. Okay. And this was a beautiful lifetime except for the gloom and the doom and the way that mother felt about the collective. Okay, where she didn't really, she didn't play. Like I said, she was very stern. She was very severe about a book. Okay, and you just did not want to mess with mother because she would send you down. She would send you down into a simu. Baby, she would send you. She would absolutely do it. You didn't want to play with her, but that was because her heart was smeared with the dirt, the gunk, from the characters that continued to show up throughout her lifetimes, such as these energies who are now Orishas. Okay, who she loved. It's hard to believe that mother actually rolled with these individuals who now are Orishas. And back then she was white. She was getting darker though. She was getting darker. Okay, but she has been dealing with these spirits since then. Okay. Now, this is not to say that the Christian side is any better. They probably much worse. But we're going to get into that in a different videos, how all of these religions live off of the back of mother. They live and breathe off of the back and the energy that's continuously being harvested off of divine beings and off of divine energy that does not belong to these satanic forces. Okay. Okay, there's also something about the underground. Now let's get into the underground as it pertains to this lifetime with Mother, because I previously I thought that she was alone, but no, 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 no. This individual that I'm speaking about, who is now in Orisha, okay, down in this root, he's proclaimed as in Orisha, and is in human form at this time. At that, all the quote gods are back. Oh, ha, ha, we are here. Okay. Um. So let's get into this underground, because this is where the Umbrella Girls come into play. Like, I had a couple of girls around me at that time, the Umbrella Girls, and we would, we was real cute, up underground with our little umbrellas. It was real cute. Up under there. Okay. I'm seeing the colors red, a lot of red. I'm seeing a lot of red. Light. I'm seeing light. This was like it was a lot of light flowing, a lot of power at this time. Very beautiful, I must say. If only this could have been maintained, because if only there was not a parasitic force, if only there was not for the black orbs, this reptilian DNA that just kept on accumulating within the body of Mother, within the earth itself. Okay. If only, like, that would have been wow. And let's talk about the tree people again, because this is why that was so close to my heart. These tree people, whom this Orisha took on that form. The Orisha that I'm talking about, who's here now in this lifetime, was a tree person at that time. And baby, I gotta tell you, it don't matter how. Listen, I'm real, I'm authentic. Baby, you better be ready for me. You better be ready, okay? Because you really ain't got no choice at all. Cause it's, baby, woo. I ain't gonna say what I want to say. But anyway, the way, baby, this tree person, woo, I like, this is something that I did not really want to look at. I did not want to touch back on, go back, because it's bringing up some feelings that I don't want to feel. Do they feel bad? Not all the way. They don't feel bad all the way. It's a little, it's a lot of energy going on there. Okay. I gotta tell you, and it's not necessarily all bad. And that's probably why I don't want to feel it. I don't want to allow myself to feel that. But anyway, the way I used to prod up on him when he was a tree person and just sitting there like that, the way I used to prod and perch and just ride. And mind you, I was in my original body. I was in a female body. Okay, just to clear that up. But the way that I used to do that onto this creature, like daily, this was almost nonstop. Like nonstop. And to, like, unless I would go out, come from up under there, up under that ground. Okay, where this tree person dwelled up under that ground. And the Umbrella Girls too. They had they men too, which were the tree people, dreads, and these individuals had dreads as well. Okay. Um. What else? There was a lot of power being generated at this time when me and this tree person was engaging in that sexual activity, almost nonstop. A lot of power being generated there in these solar plexus, but this energy was being contaminated by them black orbs. They would, like I said, that he is a carrier of these black orbs and this spiritual disease. I honestly look. I don't understand why he couldn't. Never mind. I'm not even going. Because it don't matter at this point. It does not matter. But all of that energy that was being generated at that time in the solar plexus was being contaminated by all of those black orbs or that dark matter or that DNA, that reptilian DNA, or more specifically that insectoid DNA. Okay. Um, and so let's. Where am I at here? Where am I at here? Oh, okay, I know. Um, let's move on. Okay, at some point in time, the gates would close. The gates would close on Mother after a curse. The curse did that old man. Now this old man popped up, or that old creature that I've been talking about popped up at some point within that and disrupted it. That old man, which I'm gonna get on him later. I'm not gonna. They separate. The old man, that old creature, and the incubus are separate, but some sort of possession, something like that. But anyway, the old man popped up, and there was a curse done. Mother started to smoke cigarettes or something like that at that lifetime. Right there, right after that, the gates closed on her. She was not allowed on the ground anymore, something like that, even though it was hers. And let's talk about this. Let's talk about how this power had begun to be shared, which was not consented. Mother did not consent to any power being shared. The sharing of this power was insidious. Okay, and it was layer by layer. These creatures gain power by the slow increments of that DNA entering into her soul. We're just gonna say that, into her soul. Okay. But yeah, she had started to smoke cigarettes after that, or something like that. Smoke. And she was not. She lost the energy field. She lost her energy field. The collective lost the energy fields as well. But this was these creatures stealing that these Satanists. They are all Satanists, and these religions are Masonic, and they stem from the Gale. They come from the Gale. Okay. What else? What else do I want to say? And I'm picking up on a lot about certain, like the peanut gallery. I'm hearing that very strongly as it pertains to the peanut gallery. The California raisins. Cigarette ads, cool cigarette ads, or cigarette ads in general. BET, I'm picking up on MTV, the PJs, that cartoon, the PJs. It's an old cartoon from back in the day. What else am I picking up from this lifetime? That sort of crosses over into this one. Is what I'm saying. There was also the ex, my ex auntie. I guess you can call her ex auntie, but she was just the quote friend of my ex mother. These creatures don't have the capacity to be friends with anybody, so they were not friends. But I'm picking up on something about her. Her name is I'm gonna call her Jamisa. I'm not calling her no princess. Jamisa. I'm picking up on something about Jamisa from this lifetime as well. Okay. Do I have that all out? Um, the energy fields. We lost the energy fields. Okay, and at this time also, I do want to say that there was no such thing as the medical field because our bodies could heal themselves. If anything would have popped up, but nothing, even with all the orbs, then nothing popped up because we had the fields. Okay, but after this curse was done by this old creature who is associated with this Orisha that was he been fucking me the whole time. He been stabbing me in my back. The one I've been loving and giving to. Okay. Um. So anyway, I'm gonna get into this Orisha, and we're gonna be naming them. We already named them, but we're gonna be naming them again because I'm gonna get into the relationship. I'm gonna get into it from the rooter to the tutor. Okay.